Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. I wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of The Morning Show. I'm the creator, the producer, and the host of the show. We want you to check out our website. It's themorningshowwithnatalie.com. You can go to that website. You can see all about our sponsors, all about the show. You can even listen to live episodes while they're going on right there from the website. Another way to listen to the show live is go to Live 365. You can download that app and just search for The Morning Show. It's right there. Super easy. We want you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you will. That way you can keep up with what's going on the morning show. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. You are listening to The Morning Show. We've had an exciting week on the show, and part of that is because of our featured artist. They're new to us. They're new to The Morning Show. I think they're new to Mississippi, at least Central Mississippi. He can correct me if I'm wrong about that. They are the Shirah brothers, and we have Josh Shirah with us right here today. Welcome to The Morning Show, Josh.
Hey, thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Well, we're excited about this. We are anticipating on learning a lot today, so we've been looking forward to it.
Awesome. I'm very excited for this interview. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah. Well, this is one interview where I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of talking. Most of the time I do, but today I intend to listen and to learn because we really don't know anything about the Shirah brothers. And we want you to tell us all about them because we're very interested. And all week we've been listening to your music and we feel like we're just connected to you guys now. And you are a permanent part of the show. So we're hoping to become friends.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited to become friends. We always look forward to making new ones.
Well, there are three of you guys, right? Three brothers, Aaron, Jacob, and Josh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, there are.
All right, tell me about your family.
Okay, so we are the Shirah brothers. We're three brothers. We're originally from Central Florida. We grew up down there singing gospel music with our family. We sang with them for years. And then at about, I guess you could say, 2015, we all came off the road due to starting careers and families and things like that. We're all married now. We all have children. And about 3 or 4 years ago, a brother approached us because his church was having a Good Friday service and they were asking us to sing, but it had never been us three guys singing together. So we all did it and we all enjoyed singing together, and people kept talking to us about how we should start singing again together. And it turned out great, and we definitely felt a calling for us to be in ministry. And we started the Shirah brothers, and we have been singing together ever since, and it's been an awesome time. The group's made up of me, Josh Shirah. I'm the oldest brother in the group. Jacob Shirah, who's our lead singer, and then our younger brother, Aaron Shirah.
Okay, Josh, I have a question. When you say that the three brothers only began to sing a few years ago together, but you said that the family had been in ministry from many years ago. Was it originally the entire family that sang together?
Yes, ma'am. Our family is pretty big. There are 10 kids altogether, and with our mom and dad. And so it was quite a drastic difference from what it used to be. And actually, when we sang together in our family group, I was the lead singer, but I have made the switch to tenor because we found out it turned out better that way. And Aaron actually used to only sing one song per concert, and he was our sound man. So it's quite a drastic difference from what we used to do.
Okay, so if they're 10 and your parents are 2 of the 10, are you saying there's 5 more siblings?
There are actually 7 more siblings.
So there are 10 of you guys. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, it can get pretty crazy on holidays.
I bet so. But now we've narrowed it down to just 3 who are doing this full time. But all of you guys sing? I mean, you're all musically involved?
Not all of us. There are a few of us that don't sing, but that's probably for the best, to be honest. For the most part, we've all grown up singing, but one of our brothers is a pastor here in Tennessee, and then the others, they just never felt that calling in their lives.
Okay. So the 3 of you are the main singers.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I have another question. when I was looking
Okay.
on the website, it talked about that you grew up in the Royal City Family Ministries. Now, I would like to know what that is. I've never heard of it. Tell me about what ministry that is.
Yeah, that was our family group's name. Our dad started a
Okay.
group when we were just kids called Royal City. And throughout the years, members would come and go, and we would get up on stage and sing one or two songs per concert. Well, then it kind of turned into us singing like four and five per concert. And then um, the baritone singer left, and it basically turned into me filling the baritone spot. And then it just kind of moved from there, and we became just a full blown family ministry where it was just our family singing together.
Okay. So that's the family group. That's what the Royal City Family Ministries is. I was just not familiar with
Yes, ma'am.
it. Well, that makes a whole lot of sense. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we love the sound, Josh. We think that
Well, thank you.
the three of you sound terrific. The harmony is tight. It's a great blend. We just love it. Well, you fit in
Well,
great with our show. So,
well, thank you so much. We're so excited to be doing what we do.
yeah. Well, let's stop real quick and play one of these songs. We have been enjoying this music all week. We've been playing you 2 to 3 times a day. The show's 2 hours a day in the morning time. So we've been playing you 2 or 3 times during that 2 hours. That's pretty good. So let's
That's
play one.
incredible.
Yeah, that's a lot. I sure do like this one right here. It's called He Saw Me. And it's just real easy to listen to. Let's play this one. Here's our featured artist of the week, the Shirah Brothers.
He saw me when I was dying. He saw me when I was crying. When my soul was lying at the bottom, he saw me. He saw me when I was shaken, not considering forsaking me. When on my own I could not see a thing, he saw me. I was in a bad place and living life had brought me down. Feeling there that God's grace might be too lost to be found. Every day was hard. How could I go so far? I closed my eyes and realized that a friend was watching me. And he saw me when I was dying. He saw me when I was crying. When my soul was lying at the bottom, he saw me. He saw me when I was shaken, not considering forsaking me. When on my own I could not see a thing, he saw me. To get up and get back on my feet, I got down on my knees. Oh, do not give up on me. To God I've made my plea. Through pain and despair, I saw that he was there. And never for one moment did he turn away from me. He saw me when I was dying. He saw me when I was crying. When my soul was lying at the bottom, he saw me. He saw me when I was shaken, not considering forsaking me. When on my own I could not see a thing, he saw me when I was dying. He saw me when I was crying. When my soul was lying at the bottom, he saw me. He saw me when I was shaken, not considering forsaking me. When on my own I could not see a thing, he saw me. When on my own I could not see a thing, he saw me.
Josh,
Okay.
you guys were at the National Quartet Convention this year. I was there. First time I'd been there in 22 years, actually, but I came back this year. And Josh, you guys sang at one of the showcases that week. I can't remember which morning. It doesn't matter which morning, but you guys sang at one of those showcases and won the showcase. And
Yeah.
that meant that you got to perform that night on the main stage. That's a big, big deal. Had you ever sang on the National Quartet Convention stage before, the main stage?
We actually had not, but it had always been a huge dream of ours. We when we first started our group together, we had talked about doing that, and we always said that it was a huge goal. Like, we knew that it wasn't going to make or break our ministry,
Mm-hmm.
but it was always a huge goal and a huge desire of ours to sing up there. And when it happened, it was just so surreal because we had always dreamed of doing that, and it was a huge honor to sing up there in front of all of our peers and a lot of fans in our Southern gospel world, and we were over the moon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Well, singing on the showcase would be a treat. I mean, just getting to participate in that would be a lot. But then to win that, that would just be a huge, huge deal.
Yeah. So what's funny about that is we sang the year before on the showcase as well, and we had only been singing for 2 years, and we were asked to be on the showcase, and we agreed. Well, we were talking to a friend of ours, and they spoke about us being their competition for the day, and we were like, wait, what? And so they informed us that the showcase was basically a talent show, and whoever was selected got to go on main stage.
Mhm.
So it was quite a shock to us. We had no idea that it was like that. But we did it, and we didn't win that year, but we had a great time doing it, and we made many new friends, and we enjoyed every moment of it. But it it taught us a huge lesson with things we needed to do better at. And so we got back to work, and we started working on different things. And then we came back this year, and we had already decided that win or lose, we were going to have a great time. We love doing what we do, and we had so many friends there. And then what was really cool about that moment is that they announced us to walk up on stage that morning at the showcase, and we heard just this loud cheering and everything like that. And we looked out, and there were a lot of different bigger Southern gospel artists out there just cheering us on that came by to see us
Wow.
and to support us. And so it was so cool to have them all in our corner and to be there for us. And then whenever we stepped off stage, we weren't even thinking about if we won or lost. It
Mhm.
was just we had a great time, and the crowd response was so incredible. Well, we walked back to the back, and we're talking with some of our friends that came to see us, and then during us talking, they called out our name for us to be on on the main stage that night, and we just looked at each other like just so
Wow.
shocked,
Yeah.
and it was just such an awesome moment.
Yeah. Money cannot buy those kind of moments, Josh.
Absolutely not.
No. That's just when God gives you a handful of purpose.
Absolutely. It's still to this day, just thinking about it, it's just so amazing to think about.
I heard your name all week that week. I was there from Wednesday till Friday night. I was there 3 nights and 3 days. And everywhere I would go, I would hear about the Shirah brothers. I mean, I would hear about you. I would hear your name, but we just never, I guess our paths never crossed. But you were a hot
Oh
topic
goodness.
at the convention.
I'm curious what they're saying.
It was all good things, and nobody was
Okay.
surprised. I was not.
Okay, good.
Did you? Were you on Saturday? Was that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and we drove home on Saturday, but I remember asking some friends about who won that day, and when they mentioned you guys, nobody was surprised. As a matter of fact, the response was, "Oh, the Shower Brothers, the Shower Brothers won." Like
Well,
everybody expected
well,
that.
that's so awesome to hear. I'm glad that our friends and our peers were really supporting us, and that they have a respect for us as far as our ministry goes, because we've definitely worked hard on it. And that's something we really pride ourselves in, is that we may not have the most talent, but we definitely have a great work ethic, and that's something we always strive to do better at, is working harder.
Well, you do have a lot of talent, my friend. You do have a lot
We
of
appreciate that.
talent. But you are very likable. I've never met you, but I know a lot of people who have talked about you to me, and everybody seems to have you way up on the list. They just think a lot of you, just seem to
Well,
be
that's
very
amazing.
likable.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, yeah. All right, let's play another one of these songs. Here's another one that I like. It's called Somebody Sing. These guys have been our featured artists all week long. Here are the Shirah Brothers.
Somebody sing me a song about Jesus. Bring out the blood he shed to redeem us. Tell of his display of mercy and grace. Somebody sing about the crucifixion and how it was his decision to go to that cross and die for the lost. Somebody sing me a song about Jesus. Times are tough, and we don't hear enough songs about Jesus. Yeah, we need them more and more in this world of doubt. We need to sing out loud those songs about Jesus. Yeah, those songs about our Lord. So somebody sing me a song about Jesus. Bring out the blood he shed to redeem us. Tell of his display of mercy and grace. Somebody sing about the crucifixion and how it was his decision to go to that cross and die for the lost. Somebody sing me a song about Jesus. When I'm feeling down, I need you to come around and sing songs about Jesus. You know that's what friends are for. When I'm close to tears, yeah, I sure need to hear those songs about Jesus. Yeah, those songs about our Lord. So somebody sing me a song about Jesus. Bring out the blood he shed to redeem us. Tell of his display of mercy and grace. Mercy and grace. Somebody sing about the crucifixion and how it was his decision to go to that cross and die for the lost. Somebody sing me a song about Jesus. Sing me a song. Sing me a song. Sing me a song about Jesus.
Josh, I wanted to mention this before we play your new single. If I'm correct, I think I remember you telling me that the Shirah Brothers have signed with Scott Godsey. Now, Scott Godsey, for the people who are listening that may not recognize the name, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but now I believe Scott Godsey is basically he is the head dog at the Singing News magazine. He's the go-to man for the Singing News. But Scott also is creating or has created his own record label. Explain that to me. Am I close? Do I have any of that right?
No, you're definitely close. So it's a cool story of how it all came about. So me and the guys had started, I think, it's been that long. I think it was November of 2019. we all got together and started singing. And we always had this idea that it was it was a very it was very naive of us. It really was. So don't judge me for this. But we all thought that if we just got discovered and signed a record deal, that everything would just be amazing.
Yeah.
And we couldn't have been further from the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we were traveling, we were singing, and we met a guy named Paul Secord, who is the artist relations guy with Godsey Media. And he said, "Hey guys, I want y'all to come in, and Scott wants to meet y'all as well." Well, we sat down, we started talking, and then they asked us to sing a song, and they got us around the piano, and we started singing, and Scott and Paul just looked at each other and smiled, and we were like, "Guys, what is this? What does this mean? Is it?" That was really creepy there for a
Yeah.
second. "Is this a good smile or what?" And they're like, "No, it's good." Well, we signed with Godsey Media, and basically we do all of our recording through them, but they are not a record company.
Okay.
They're more of what they call a media company, but they've made it to where the artists are in control of what they do still. So basically it's like a record company, but we own all of the rights to our music. And
Wow.
they said that it's best to keep it that way for the artists. So that's
Yeah.
why they've done
Yeah.
that.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, when you release a record, or when you release a single, is it on a label or is it strictly independent?
It's independent, but it will say Godsey Media on there.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's like you said, you have complete control of that. That's not a bad thing.
Yes, ma'am. It's we've had an amazing time working with them. We love working with Scott and Paul, and they have done a tremendous job with us. Like anything that we're lacking in any area, they're quick to point it out, but not in a mean way. They're just really they give a lot of constructive criticism, and you really need people like that in your corner that'll be honest
Oh,
with
yeah.
you and help you along and help you grow. And I would say they have definitely done that in the past 3 years.
Yeah. And you can't grow unless somebody helps you. So you want somebody like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's something that we love to do. Like I said earlier, we work very hard, and we're always trying to grow. So every chance we get, like if we're at a big concert with another group or anything like that, we are some of those people who will ask questions, and we will soak it in and just learn as much as possible. In fact, we were at the National Quartet Convention backstage. They're about to go on the main stage that day, and Michael Booth was back there.
Oh,
And
don't
we
you
had
love
actually never
Michael?
met. Yes, we had never met Michael Booth before. We'd always looked up to him and heard his music and looked up to the Booth brothers, but we'd never met them. And so we were backstage, and he was kind of back there just helping us along and everything. And I just started asking questions, and he mentioned things about ministry. He talked a little bit about the business side of things, and also me being a tenor singer, you know how it can be very difficult to sing high sometimes. So he was teaching me about vocal techniques and what he does and things like that in order to get warmed up and stuff, because I deal with a lot of allergy issues.
Mhm.
So it can be kind of difficult to sing high, especially in the mornings. So it was something very cool that he helped me with. And then got up there and sang, and he watched us the entire time.
Wow.
And then we got off stage. He was the first to tell us we did a great job and hugged us. And he was just like, "Y'all keep on doing it. Y'all are doing great." So encouraging.
And you will never forget that, Josh.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah. That Michael Booth is special. Ronnie too. I've had Ronnie and Michael on the show. I've interviewed both of them, and those were some of my favorite moments of the past year. Is when I had both of
Very,
those
very
guys.
cool.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
terrific.
they are absolutely legendary.
They are. Okay, the new single, the latest single from the Shirah Brothers is called "There Is a God." Who produced this for you guys?
Mr. Scott Godsey.
Okay, so Scott is the producer. He's the producer here.
Yes, ma'am.
That makes sense. All right, let's play it. This is a big song. This is a good song. It's out to radio right now. Is that right, Josh? This is it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's play the brand new one. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like this. It's the Shirah Brothers. Here they are. There is a God.
If there is a God, who holds the whole world in his hands, then where were you when mine came crashing down? If there is a God who tells the sun and stars when to shine, then where were you when all the lights went out? These are the questions from a heart desperate to know just where you are. Right now I can't see you, but I'm choosing to believe that there is a God who's never left me. I'm here in the hurt and you're still with me. You have carried me this far and you won't stop now. There is a God who sees my sorrow, catches my tears in a bottle, and you're still working even when I can't see how. There is pain, there is broken, there is hurt, but he's the hope I'm standing on. There is a God who promises me he has a plan, and I'm protected by his hand through blood and fire. Hey, there is a God who's working all things for my good, sometimes slower than I think he should, but his ways are higher. So I'm looking forward to the day when I see the purpose for this pain. Oh, but until I do, I'm choosing to believe there is a God who's never left me, here in the hurt and you're still with me. You have carried me this far and you won't stop now. There is a God who sees my sorrow, catches my tears in a bottle. You're still working even when I can't see how. There is pain, there is broken, there is hurt, but he's the hope I'm standing on. There is a God who won't let me walk through this valley alone. No, I'm not alone. There is a God who won't let me walk through this valley alone. No, I'm not alone. There is broken, there is hurt, but he's the hope I'm. You have carried me this far and you won't stop now. There is a God who sees my sorrow, catches my tears in a bottle, and you're still working even when I can't see how. There is pain, there is broken, there is hurt. He's the hope I'm standing on. There is a God.
All right, we'll do one more little set. Basically, this is it. We're done. We'll just come back and say
Okay.
bye. I want to talk about that concert Sunday night, and then we're going to end with Testify.
Sounds great.
Okay. Well, Josh, Shirah, you have made this super easy for me. We've learned so much about the Shirah brothers, and we have enjoyed you being our featured artist. I appreciate you taking this time with me.
Hey, I appreciate you having me on. You've made this very easy. It's been a joy.
Well, I want to mention this before you go. I said that you guys were new to Central Mississippi. I hope I didn't speak out of turn, but I don't think you guys have been around our area. You hadn't been around very much. Have you ever been to Central
Well,
Mississippi?
well, to be honest, we have never been to Mississippi, so this is our very first time.
Okay, I was right. This is their first trip to Mississippi, and they're going to be not far from us. Now, the home of the morning show is in Lake, Mississippi, but Clifton Baptist Church is in Forest. That's about 15 minutes from where we are, so it's not very far. And we want to encourage everybody that's in driving distance, if they are able to get there, we want them to come out to Clifton Baptist Church and take advantage of this, because the Shirah brothers don't come this way very often. So we need to get out to Clifton this Sunday night. That's why we have had them as our featured artist this week. Josh, I intend to be there. I've had to
Awesome.
pull some strings. So our church is not far from here, and we normally, meet on Sunday night. And yeah, but I intend to be at Clifton this Sunday night.
Well, we look forward to meeting you there. And I like you said, I encourage everybody to be out there because we love meeting new people. And it's something we're passionate about, is meeting people. That's part of ministry, is loving and encouraging other people. And so we'd love to see y'all there. Also, if you would, keep an eye out on our Facebook page, because we've actually finished vocals and pictures and everything for a new album that should be coming out early spring.
Look out. So the Shower Brothers,
Yes.
they're just getting started in all this. They've got new music coming out, and you can keep up with them on the Facebook. So go out there and follow those guys. You don't want to miss anything. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we're going to meet you Sunday night. We intend to be there. Hopefully we can bring some friends with us. And Josh, tell all your brothers that I said hello and that you have a friend right here on the morning show. I hope you won't forget that.
I definitely won't. Thank you so much for having me. It's nice to meet you, Miss Natalie.
We've enjoyed it, and we're going to go out with one that's called Testify that you do. I've heard Legacy 5 do this one, but Josh, they didn't sing it any better than the Shower Brothers sing it.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Well, they kind of had dibs on it because Lee Black was one of the writers on that. So they had every right to do it.
That's the way that works. But you guys nailed it. Can't wait to meet you Sunday night.
Well, thank you so much. We look forward to meeting you as well.
We'll have you back on the show sometime. Here's our featured artist of the week one more time, the Shower Brothers with Testify. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
I love it when the doors of the church swing open and all of God's people come pouring inside. Well, I love the sound of a hallelujah when the saints get to singing and the song starts to rise. Let the sound of heaven fill this place. Let the rocks keep silent one more day. Anybody got a reason to praise him? Anybody got a heart that's changed and made alive? Come on, testify, testify. Anybody gonna lift up his name? Anybody here unashamed of Jesus Christ? Come on, testify, testify. I hear somebody give him glory. Well, tell me the miracle story and all he's done in you. Tell me how you seen him move the mountains, and tell me about the fire and how he brought you through. Whoa. Anybody got a reason to praise him? Anybody got a heart that's changed and made alive? Come on, testify, testify. Anybody gonna lift up his name? Anybody here unashamed of Jesus Christ? Come on, testify, testify. Let the redeemed say how he found you lost and paid the highest cost by dying on a cross. Testify, come on and testify. Let the redeemed say how they have been saved by his amazing grace that came and made a way. Testify, come on and testify, yeah. Anybody got a reason to praise him? Anybody got a heart that's changed and made alive? Come on, testify, testify. Anybody gonna lift up his name? Anybody here unashamed of Jesus Christ? Come on,